Welcome or welcome back. So, I just uploaded my first ever YouTube video where I talked about all the best picture nominees and also briefly discussed a few picks of mine. I didn't plan on making another video on this year's Oscars, but once I saw all the good memes online, I just had to make a follow-up video. Before I delve into my thoughts about the ceremony overall, I want to proudly present to you my ballot from last night. I personally think it is pretty good. I'm especially proud of guessing 3 out of 4 acting awards in all feature and music and sound awards right. As you can see though, the screenplay categories were not my strong horse. Deciding between Anatomy of a Fall and The Holdovers for Best Original Screenplay was just too hard for me. But I should have trusted the power of Justine Triet. And I didn't think Poor Things would sweep all the design awards, even though in hindsight I could have guessed. I just personally think that the makeup and hairstyling in Society of Snow was on another level of impressing. Plus, I really thought Barbie would win Best Production Design after everything they did for this movie. In my video I said, my pick for Best Picture is Oppenheimer. I feel like Cillian might win Best Actor as well and Lily Gladstone Best Actress. I was really surprised when Emma Stone won Best Actress and it looked like she was too. For me, that was the weirdest decision of the night. If you've seen my last video, you might know that I wasn't a fan of Poor Things. And while I also thought that the performances were great, I didn't think any of them would actually win an Oscar over their tough competitors. I thought Lily Gladstone would win, and if not her, then my girl Sandra Hüller. Paloma Diamond though was snubbed as every year. I try not to get riled up about it because that woman is just so talented, so I won't comment on this any further. Out of the shorts, I only guessed The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar right, which was also the only film that I've seen out of all 3 categories, so I kinda don't know what happened there. I predicted Oppenheimer to get the most awards out of all movies, and it did. However, I was really surprised to see American Fiction win Best Adapted Screenplay over Oppenheimer, but I'm just glad Poor Things didn't win that. Anatomy of a Fall won Best Original Screenplay, which I'm really happy about. If you've seen my last video, you know that that was my absolute favorite movie of the year. Divine Joy Randolph winning Best Supporting Actress right in the beginning made me so happy. She's such a sweetheart. I also enjoyed Christopher Nolan and Cillian Murphy both winning Academy Awards back to back. Jimmy Kimmel was alright, nothing too offensive, despite some little stinkers here and there. Though John Mulaney presenting kinda made me wish that he was the host of the night.
Without sound, we wouldn't have been able to hear such classic lines as, "You're gonna need a bigger boat. I'll have what she's having." And he was in the Amazon with my mother when she was researching spiders just before she died.
I'm just glad nobody got punched in the face. I can't take the cringe of offensively bad jokes in award ceremonies anymore. Even though I'm kinda pissed they got the Best Picture mixed up again. Like, how can this happen twice? Oh, and I want to say, I really love the format where they have 5 presenters each for the acting awards giving little speeches for the nominees. I just wish they would also show the clips from the respective nominees' performances. You know, like this.
And the nominees for Best Actress in the Leading Role are Sasha Alexander, Picture of the Soul.
It's Mommy! It's Mommy! I know! I love you!
Seeing all the memes this morning made me so happy. This award season in general had so many wholesome moments. I particularly enjoyed the cast of The Succession and The Bear and all of their sweeps, and who forget about Pedro Pascal and Kieran Culkin.
Suck it, Pedro. Sorry. Mine.
In terms of presenting, this year's highlights for me were John Cena being naked and the convo between Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling. Their humor worked so well together, and it reminded me that the Barbenheimer era comes to an end with this.
But you know, I think I kind of figured out why they call it Barbenheimer and they didn't call it Op and Barbie.
Why?
Well, I think you guys are at the tail end of that because you were riding Barbie's coattails all summer.
In a few years, I will look back at Barbenheimer with the same warm nostalgia as the Pokemon Go era in 2016. Man, I miss being outside. Now to the award for Serve of the Night. The winner, my girl Sandra, reigning from out of Künten-Serven, right here in Germany. I can't believe she pushed Jason Derulo down the stairs, but I have to say I support her rights and her wrongs, and honestly I'd be honored if she pushed me down the stairs. With her was her co-star Swan Anu. You might know him as hot French defense attorney out of my last video.
Hot French defense attorney.
While serving a 3-course meal himself, he did rightfully play the due respect to our mother. This is after all the French-German friendship that we have developed, and we can be so proud of it. I would have loved to see more of Dominic Sessa because I think he makes for great out-of-the-pocket award ceremony moments. I read someone say he embodies Seth Cohen energy, and I 100% agree. Also, Messi was there. He seemed to have really enjoyed the evening, which I'm very happy for. First I thought it was Jeremy Allen White, but then I remembered that Iron Claw got snubbed, and then I saw that he had paws and I realized. I overall think that this year's Academy Awards not only had the highest overall quality in a while regarding the nominees, I also think the ceremony was not an absolute pain to watch, which is pretty cool. I also felt like it didn't go as long as I am used to. Being in Germany, the ceremony starts at around midnight for me, and it was already finished by around 3:30. I think that's the perfect length for the show. So yeah, what was your highlight from the ceremony? Are you happy with the wins? Let me know in the comments. Until then, thank you for watching.